I hope you've worked in to the narrative sirens and also people speeding up and down the street, but specifically sirens. That's probably going to happen a lot.
Yeah, no, I think we could find a way to justify a couple, like trees in this universe sound like sirens.
Okay.
Like you're just in a forest when that happens. Yeah.
Wait, do they like scream when they get cut down? Is that what's happening?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, so then Christmas is even more horrifying.
Yeah, well,
My understanding is the whole goal of this is to make it extremely unpleasant. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. That's what listeners want. They lie and say they want a good product, but they actually want to be edged, basically, with almost getting good content. And then right before they get there, we proverbially stomp on their nuts to keep them from actually getting what they want.
So what you're saying is this podcast is digital audio cock and ball cuckolding torture.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much. Am I wrong in that?
I think we should just change the description.
No, I just wanted to get it down in words.
I think Dan just let us know what's in his internet search history.
Hey guys, my name's Chris, and we're gonna be doing a one shot here. And you've heard all these other voices that you're probably like, "Who's that?" And this would be a fantastic time to everybody to introduce themselves. So, who would like to go first?
I am Brennan, betterly known as Glock 3 BB.
And where do people find you, Glock?
Nowhere right now.
Nowhere? What? Come on.
What do you mean betterly known as?
Do not find me.
Hey, I'm so-and-so. You don't know me, but that's who I am. Yeah, great. Good job.
They might recognize me from the few occasions that I've appeared on Weekly Manga Recap, but otherwise, none of your listeners are going to recognize me. I guarantee that.
You were McNuggets on the last episode of Dice Funk Season 6.
Okay, I'll admit that I did forget about that.
See?
I did forget about
the
that.
audience loves you.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
They've been waiting for your comeback.
I've read some pretty nasty slash fiction about McNuggets.
See, I just blame Chris because he never forwarded those lovely messages on to me.
All right, are we on to the second introduction now?
No.
Yeah. Yes, little Dan. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Dan. Better known as, I guess, Little Dan. That won't make sense for anyone else outside of the Fred Circle, but there you go.
Oh man, I really want to know.
I'm from New Jersey. Next.
I was thinking it had something to do with your character, but I guess not. And so there's more to Little Dan.
No, there were two Dans, and there was one who was big and one who was little, and this is Little Dan.
All right.
Part of it was also, I was like, what, 16 when you met me?
I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds untoward. You were a tiny nerd when I met you, and now you have blossomed into a wildebeest of... Yeah, that's fine, too.
Yeah, I'm interested. It's also Little Dan. It's not Lil Dan. So maybe one day you're going to evolve. You'll be dropping an album, a 2020 album, everybody hiding in their house. Anyway, I'm Joa, and I might be better known as Pussy Full of Wasps, which I'm okay with that on Twitter.
I don't think you should be. You should see a doctor.
No, I'm okay with it. Maybe you shouldn't be okay with it, or anyone else in my vicinity. Okay, I don't have health insurance, so seeing a doctor... not an option.
No, you're not special.
Yeah, damn. And I also read the credits for Dice Funk, so some people know me from there, and also just being real good friends with Lauren and now partnered with Austin, which is why y'all see me showing up here as Austin, because I'm just recording where he usually records.
Yeah, because you two are one and the same, and...
we're actually the exact same person.
Yeah, the lines between where one of you ends and begins have begun blurrier and blurrier to me. So
that's really
it's
concerning.
getting difficult. Yeah, I should see a
about
doctor,
your
but
mind.
I also don't have insurance, so I also cannot see a doctor for this issue. But that's fine. I'm sure it'll work itself out.
Until everyone is just one person to you.
Yeah. You're just all eventually...
It's like the end of Evangelion.
Yeah, eventually you all just become featureless blobs to me that I recognize only with the proximity generally there toward to me. So you over there by the car and you over there with the coffee. things like that.
Is this the part where I explain my issues with the penises in Cyberpunk?
Yeah, you had a thought. You got to get this out there because I feel like this is going to be lingering tension on the podcast until then.
So I have almost already 100% at Cyberpunk, at least in all the side stories and shit, before doing like the 5th main quest. Anyway, so there are multiple penis and genital options in Cyberpunk. You can have a cut, uncut, medium, small, large, etc. But they flop around when your pants are off. There is not a single scene in the game that I'm aware of, including the sex scenes, where you can actually see anyone's dick. So I'm not entirely sure
You
why
sound
they
really
went through
disappointed.
Well, I feel bad for the programmers who get told, okay, you're gonna have to put man hours into fixing this instead of doing anything else. It's like when Red Dead Redemption announced, our horse's testicles get smaller when you go into cold areas. All right, yeah, you did it. Why?
I did not notice that. I played many, many hours. I dedicated a good portion of my life to Red Dead.
Well, clearly
2.
you weren't looking at the important things.
Were the balls in that one shrinking? I didn't notice.
Yes.
Yes, that was their new tech that they were bragging about.
You're gonna have to go back and play the whole game all over again.
Yeah, I
now.
am. I had my priorities twisted on that one. Also, Austin likes to call it Horse Simulator 2018.
Yeah, they were simulating parts of the horse there.
Also, I named my horse after my cat, so this makes me really uncomfortable.
Well, you're gonna have to play it again because actually the horse ball thing does actually change a lot to the plot, and it does create a new context to everything. So
Okay.
follow along.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, we're gonna be doing a one shot here today for the holiday season, and I asked all my good friends here and Little Dan to join me. We are going to be doing a one shot that I have titled "Kill Frosty," where you guys are going to be attempting to stop a murderous killer Frosty the Snowman monster, and with it, hopefully, save the holiday season for everybody. But before we can even get into any of that, we have to know who you all are playing. So, who would like to tell us a little bit about their character first before we jump into things?
Well, what I'm really curious about is I already know Dan is little, but Brennan, are you little?
I would not classify myself as little.
Oh,
Piece of shit.
there go your kneecaps, man.
So I am playing the human ranger Herjolf. He is the greatest hunter in the world. He basically just roams around the land, finding the biggest, scariest monsters that he can, and kills them with his partner Ors, the polar bear, who loves drinking caffeinated beverages.
Does that not stunt the growth of the bear?
No.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Wait, does caffeine stunt growth?
Wait, I'm sorry, is the bear drinking the coffee or...
Not coffee, Dan. It's a polar bear drinking a caffeinated beverage. Does the reference just go completely over your head?
I actually didn't
Brennan,
catch
we're
that.
not gonna get DFCA'd for saying
We're
Coca-Cola.
already, it's like just a few minutes in and we're already trying to get sponsorships for this one shot.
Just throw it in there. Coca-Cola, whoever's listening, hefty trash bags.
Rockstar, I already shilled your game.
I've got a Red Bull right here. It's pretty good.
Red Bull. I think that's also Coke, but still, yeah, somebody give us money, right?
Yeah, well, you have to get to the real sponsors now. Brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
With over 400 champions, you never know what you're going to get. Enter code DICEFUNK for 500 gold bullions or something.
Though recently the big fad I've seen on YouTube is AFK Arena,
Away from keyboard?
which does not know how to advertise itself pretty well. Because like their entire advertisement is like, it's a game you don't have to play. And it's like, okay, I'm already doing that. Thank you.
You know, you say that I played AFK Arena off and on for like 6 months. So.
Oh, God, Chris.
I have a lot of downtime. Little Dan, why don't you tell us about your character?
All right, I'm playing Gorbo Gutta Slump, owner of Gorbo Gutta Slump's toy dumpster. Gorbo Gutta Slump is a Goblin Artificer who builds all sorts of shitty little toys for the kids and boys.
And of course, he's quite upset that there is a killer snowman on the loose, because if people are dead, they're not buying his things. Now, he can steal off their corpses, but that's a one-time investment of cash, as opposed to continuous injections over the years to come.
And you said you're a Goblin Artificer?
That is correct.
That's fantastic. I love it. I love this character. Is that the character's voice, or did you channel somebody for that
He
moment?
just got real excited.
I reached deep down and found Gorbo inside my heart. Took it right from people I've met in New Jersey and just injected it right out there.
Do you meet a lot of goblins in New Jersey?
Apparently.
I mean, he is a goblin from New
I was
Jersey.
born and raised in a literal toxic waste stuff. What do you think?
Who do you think invented all the jug handles? Goblins. Also, I've been told since moving to Pennsylvania that I'm only supposed to call it Jersey. Is that not a thing that people in Jersey say?
No one gives a fuck.
Okay, no one cares about anything. So, Joa here playing Olli, a level 6 rogue, a gnome. I'm also tiny, which is why Gorbo and I get along, right? We're talking about bus.
Yeah, it's shorty. Well, I don't say get along, but it's short people solidarity.
At least my kneecaps are safe for now.
There's no promises, but for now, yeah.
No promises. And so my alignment, I put chaotic cute, and I have that I used to be Frosty's friend. I've got this penchant for liking bad things. He was my bud, and now I'm out for him. I'm out for his nose. I've got a petty baggage that I'm carrying with me. And I've got short green hair and plus 20 points, right, Chris?
Yeah, well, because your character sheet that you passed to me used Zoro from One Piece as the character's appearance. So you do have plus 20 cool points that you can use at some point in this campaign because you used a One Piece character as your model. And it's just, I don't make the rules. It's just how it is, you know?
Hell, yeah, you got to work the system.
I used a Vinland Saga character. What does that get me?
You get plus 6 cool points for that. Vinland Saga is pretty dope. Now, if you had used the Lost character, though, you would have gotten plus 100 points.
Oh, shit.
The lost character,
My character
Herjolf.
staff has a little plastic dinosaur mouth with googly eyes on it. What does that get me?
Nothing. If you had used the Golden Girls character, you would have infinite cool points. You could do whatever you want. You could surfboard across the world. I would just give you everything at that point. So we have Olli, the gnome rogue, Gorbo Gutter Slump, the Goblin Artificer, and I missed Brennan's character's name as I was writing them down.
I literally just said it.
I wrote down Airwolf, like 2 words, Airwolf.
Herjolf.
Well, clearly, 2 people were much more memorable over here.
No, well, I heard Airwolf and I think I got it confused. I have bad ADD. I'm sorry.
We just have them for the Coke sponsorship.
Airwolf is a rejected Mega Man's robot master boss.
But Airwolf is a pretty sweet name.
And I know, Chris, from your review of Vinland Saga, that you are horrible at pronouncing Swedish/Nordic names. So, yes, Airwolf, fine.
Turns out everything in that general region, German names, I don't pronounce them in Black Clover, so I just give characters new names now, and people have to learn to understand who I'm talking about now. It's pretty sweet. So there we go. We have our adventurers here, and you guys have been gathered together by the mayor of this town, Mayor Richmond, who is contracting you all for your aid in killing Frosty. So you are inside his office as he just says, "Roar! You are the best of the best when it comes to hunting, I hear. And I am imploring upon you to take care of this most fiendish of creature before he wreaks any more disasters upon us, and especially in these times so close to the holiday season."
I love it. But is he like petting a moose right now? Maybe carrying a hammer?
No, he's very different than that. Stop. He's not the same as another character.
As long as he doesn't support cops, I'm with him, Mayor Richmond.
Yeah. No, absolutely he does, because he is a bad person. He is very interested, in his upcoming holiday festival that the town holds. And that in that scenario, he stands to lose a lot of money if that festival doesn't happen, which is why he wants Frosty done.
Chris, did we just get hired to assassinate a snowman who's just minding his own business?
Well, give me a history check there, Airwolf.
Would you consider... Oh, no, I don't think... No, never mind. That was something else that I was looking at that I didn't end up taking. So this is just a regular +0.
We're already trying to manipulate the DM. This is the first roll, and it's just history.
I think this is how you do it. It's been a while since I've used Roll20. Hey, 5. I'm guessing that doesn't tell
5
me
is all you
anything.
need. You have heard recently that this giant Frosty, this giant snowman golem-like creature has been wreaking havoc in the general area up north around here, and he is considered a dangerous individual.
Okay.
So there is actual, I guess, loss of life as a result of this killer Frosty the Snowman creature.
Okay.
I think when you look at me, you can tell, like my character sheet says, I like to bite and steal. I don't look like maybe a trusted person, but I think he's desperate for anybody. I'm just kind of stroking my I didn't talk about my weapons. I got pointy things.
Yeah, tell us about your pointy things.
So as a rogue, I get a rapier and 2 little knives. So I have flavored them as a reindeer antler as my rapier. And pointy candy canes, which sometimes I'm just sucking on them. These are my pointy candy canes. And I'm going to stab someone. They might get bloody. Who knows? Yeah, and then I was thinking it's kind of unscrupulous to have reindeer antlers. And she likes that it's a little questionable. But at the same time, I Googled it. They just fall off. Did you
I
guys
was
know
gonna say,
that?
don't they shed antlers?
I'm from the South. I don't know these things.
Technically, based off of real reindeer, all of Santa's reindeer would be female because they keep theirs longer during the winter.
They do. Yeah, I read that too.
Also, if it's a reindeer antler, I'm pretty sure it's as big, if not bigger, than you.
Yeah.
Well, that's you could break it in half and then you could have 2. That way, one
There
for
you
each
go.
hand.
I'm just dragging it behind me. I did, yeah. I have down that I'm 3'3", so it's smaller than that.
Ah, damn, 3'4", just slightly better than you.
Guess who's not little Dan anymore?
So much for short person solidarity.
Well, I just need her to know I am just a little bit better than her.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Gorbo Gutter Slump stands to lose a lot if Frosty murders everyone this holiday season. Because Gorbo sells a lot of stuff during the festival, hawks a lot of tchotchkes, and currently has plans to sell shitty little action figures of Frosty the Snowman to the little girls and boys out there, and he can't do that if they're dead.
It's bad
So,
for
you know.
business.
It's bad for business.
Yeah.
And someone's gonna buy the carrot nose. Like, this is just money. It's money. There's money on the table.
Yes, we all have money to potentially lose here. You understand?
He's shivering. So I'm just stroking my candy cane, knocking my knee back and forth, and wondering, what's in it for us?
Well, it would be, of course, monetary compensation. Of course, that's all contingent upon whether or not the actual festival happens. Without that, there'd be no money to give.
And also the glory of killing such a magnificent creature.
Yes, sure, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. What he said.
I've never killed a snowman before.
I can't imagine it's too hard. Shoot a lot of arrows into it, right?
We shall see. If not, I shall have oars eat him.
Yeah, we should probably ask some questions about that. But, I'm already all in because my magnum opus is to get that nose. So I'm going to lean forward, both legs on the ground, and kind of look around the room and be like, I'm in. As long as I get that nose. Everybody understand?
Yes, of course you may have the nose. I don't...
Like, kind of stuttering, like,
Well, now hold on a second. How much is this nose worth here?
Gorbo suddenly thinks this might be valuable and is now interested.
Because, magical snowman nose. Sell that to a chef for a large amount of money.
Dibs on the corncob pipe.
Someone's trying to eat it. This is about personal adornment. And I hear you're in it for the gold, you get my share. How about that?
Deal.
All right. I spit in my hand. Hold it out. It's not the pandemic in this universe.
You can do whatever you want.
Actually, sadly, Gorbo is patient 0.
Oh no.
Coughs into his hand and shit's yours.
And all of the children's toys that are going out.
No.
This just took a really dark turn.
Gorbo does use a lot of terrible labor from overseas, so you know.
Oh dear. Now we have to end the whole show. We have to stop it now. It got bad. I believe, Dan, I believe I heard you asking what the mayor looks like.
Yeah, because I'm getting a sort of vision of him that he might be kind of like a Pillsbury like dough container that's kind of ruptured and leaking out.
So the mayor is a Luxodon, which, if you don't know, is actually a Magic the Gathering race, I believe, first, that they imported into D&D. They're essentially the elephant folk. So it is sort of an elephant humanoid creature, very rotund, has these long kind of flappy cheeks, almost like a bulldog, and is wearing just the spiffiest suit you've ever seen.
A Republican. This is making more sense now.
Never hunted one of them before either.
How dare you! And you shan't!
So where's this giant snowman right now?
Hey, Gorbo, I know a good seller who can get you a good deal on ivory.
Oh no.
Well, now, hold on a second.
Now. If you don't have any other important questions for me, I'm a very, very busy elephant.
I love that.
Wait, did that elephant just neigh?
That's the sound elephants make.
That's not-
They go like...
I think you've never met an elephant, Chris.
Oh, have you met an elephant?
I have, actually.
Well, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, her name was Srijana.
Oh, well, I met a capybara once and we were best friends, so
Oh,
there's
shit.
that. Yeah.
That's amazing. Did you just make that up?
No, that was a real thing. I found a capybara once and we hung out.
Wait, what kind of sound does a capybara make? Because you don't know about an elephant, clearly. But
None. They just chill. They just vibe.
okay.
They kind of pick up the ambient energy in the surrounding area, and that's the sound they emit.
They get to choose the music that plays in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's always lo-fi hip-hop sounds to study and relax to.
Okay. So I feel like Mayor Richmond is not going to be any help. Like, I'm pretty much done already, like looking around the room for maybe something I could take with me.
Well, so those are actually, so there's one thing you guys might want to do, which would be to roll a perception check. But if you're looking to also swipe something from the mayor, you absolutely can.
Okay, so I wanna perceive what I can swipe.
Well, actually, just give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. I'm good on that. +8. That's my expertise.
+8.
I have expertise. I have sleight of hand, acrobatics, and stealth.
21. That is.
I love that +8.
That is very good. What would you like to take from this office?
Okay, so he's really annoying me. So I think I just want it to be something valuable to him and that he'll miss and he can't replace.
And what do you think he would miss?
So that reminds me of the Mulaney joke about
The portrait of his dead grandmother.
he just collects like personal items and has a little side room where he saves all of them. I don't know what little trinket does he have here? What does he have on his desk that I might like?
He actually does have a very fancy nameplate, Mayor Richmond,
Yeah.
and it's like engraved. It's not one of those nameplates where you slide it out. He intends to be the mayor forever.
Looks heavy.
So you're just you could kill a man with it.
Oh yeah. Or I might be able to pawn it off to Gorbo later. All right, I'm taking it.
Yeah, absolutely. Add mayor nameplate into your inventory.
Yes.
Oh, I can see how this plays out now. I'm gonna have to sell it back to him for a profit.
Yes, and then everybody roll me a perception check.
12.
12.
Wow. Okay, so those are actually very good numbers. So you guys can kind of notice as you're in this room, there is a small child kind of peeking into the room watching your conversation. And once you begin to pick up on the child's presence, they run away.
Was this child also a elephant?
No, it was actually very difficult to discern much about the child from where they were, because their face looked like it was covered in like dirt and smudge.
Oh, interesting.
A prime customer.
Oh, no. Okay, so a couple things here. Shorty solidarity, distrust of Mayor Richmond. I'm done. I took what I needed. I stand up. Well, I think we're done here. And
Hold on one moment. Where is the snowman exactly right now?
That's your job to figure out.
All right, fuck this. Let's
I roll my eyes. This guy's useless.
What am I paying you for if not to do all the work?
I'm already just inching out the door. Not getting paid yet.
You know, maybe I'll try to steal something too. What else has he got?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
All right, I also have a +7.
Oh hell yeah!
Why are you all thieves?
How dare?
His thieving done. It's pretty cunning because he's a capitalist, so it's on a massive scale that his thieving is happening. He's exploiting people's labor and stealing from them hourly.
So who's the real thief in all this? Is what you're saying? What'd you roll, Dan?
I got a 12.
A 12 is very good. It's not great, but it is still pretty good. You absolutely could swipe something off the desk, but it has to be something that would fit easily into a pocket.
Okay. Let's see. I don't think he would care if I took like a picture of his wife and kids.
I don't think he even has one. I think he probably has like a framed portrait of his bank account statement, maybe, or something like that.
That's his most prized possession.
That might be good for you to know about.
Does he maybe have like a pair of scissors he uses to cut open cheap ribbons in front of a mall opening? I'm going to take those.
There's a very fancy ceremonial pair of scissors used to cut open ribbons. It's even monogrammed with MR on it.
Yeah, I'm going to take those.
M for mayor?
Yes.
Like Chris said,
it's his first name. He
changed it to show his dedication to the lifestyle.
Yeah, like Chris said, he's going to be mayor for life.
Yeah.
Airwolf, do you have anything you would like to do before you say goodbye to Mayor Richmond?
Would you also like to steal?
Yeah, if you want to steal, you should probably just commission me to do it.
Hey. I have a decent dex. I can do it myself, but I won't. Because I am an honorable hunter, unlike these thieves I am pairing with.
And what about your Coca-Cola polar bear?
Oh, he's just sitting in the corner, downing can after can.
Okay. So it's like a bunch of cans. It's not like a real problem. He's just drinking like 7 cans an hour.
Yeah, see, for him, Coca-Cola is basically alcohol.
Okay.
Wait, like he gets drunk, like apples to Ryuk?
Yes, this is how we keep him calm and sedated.
So this is like a real sick-looking bear.
So this is animal abuse.
It's his choice. I tried to stop him.
Okay, so he's an adult wars. He can, yeah.
Yeah, you can only do so much.
This is like a zoo in a third world country where the monkeys have learned how to smoke.
I just like the idea that Oars is constantly going on sugar highs and then sugar crashes. Like this polar bear suddenly has like a dearth of energy and then it's all gone immediately. Like it's really hard to know when poor Oars is going to be able to like have the energy to do things.
Maybe he can have a little camelback. He needs a boost. He can just what if he moves eventually, he's going to go straight to the syrup?
I had a friend of mine who was telling me that he used to work in an office. He would drink like 4 cans of Jolt Cola a day, like on the drive into work. And then when he got to work, it used to be one of those soda machines where it would dispense a cup, dispense syrup, and dispense the seltzer water. And he would hit the Coke. He would let it dispense the syrup. They'd pull the cup away and let the water go down. And then he'd just keep doing it and just get 4 servings of syrup and just down that.
No.
And I legitimately, I don't know how he continues to live to this day.
I don't.
I've got a friend who does something similar. I once saw him drink 4 Red Bulls in one day and then go to Starbucks. And Starbucks for a while was selling this like ultra coffee thing that they were only allowed to sell you 1 of per day, which was like the equivalent caffeine of like 4 cups of coffee. And he proceeded to drink that and then go back to drinking more Red Bull.
Y'all need to PSA for your friends. There's this thing called cardiac arrest. And it can happen to people. Please.
It's going to be real tragic when my polar bear has a heart attack right as we're winning this fight.
I'm going to ask Austin. Yeah. That's if you botch. He's going to have a heart
A
attack.
loving memory of Ors died due to died due to diabetic.
I think we're going to have to ask Austin to cut all this out because this is going to ruin our chances at a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Caffeine is beautiful.
Yeah. You should drink 7 or 8 a day,
the
guys.
Coca-Cola is the only thing keeping him alive.
Yeah, minimum.
If you think about it that way, yeah. So yeah, you guys have done everything in Mayor Richmond's office that you want to do. There's this little kid who went running away, and you gotta try to find them.
Do we? I thought we were supposed to find Frosty.
I'm very interested. I feel like this kid probably knows a lot more than what's going on than Mayor Richmond. So I don't know if I can do this now, but I do dash. I want to sneak after this kid, but quickly.
Okay, absolutely. Are you trying to specifically sneak, like be stealthy?
Well, I don't want him to... Yeah, I want him to know
Okay.
I'm coming. Or I don't want him to know I'm coming.
Give me.
I
stealth
definitely
check.
want to... Yeah, I definitely want to... I was going to say capture this kid. That's not what I meant. I just want to have a talk.
A giant
Hold on.
butterfly
I
net.
know some people that would pay some good money for a
Oh,
child.
no.
No,
Yeah, and I
no,
want to get to
no.
him before this fucking Gorbo does. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to roll something.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Hell yeah. I got 20.
Yeah, this kid never sees you coming.
Okay.
This kid like dodges out of the mayor's office, runs a couple corners around town, just gets to an alleyway, and is absolutely certain that they've lost you.
Okay. So I'm just going to pop up in front of him, like hand underneath my chin. And I get... I was gonna say be like, "Hey there," but I'm being really creepy to this kid. First, I talked about capturing. Then I was like, "Hey there."
Do you have candy for him?
Yes.
You do have your candy
Yeah.
cane.
Oh no, I do
yeah,
have
she
candy.
does.
He's not getting the candy. No, that's for my enemies. So I'm gonna say, "Bet you think we didn't see you back there, kid."
Boy, God blimey, you caught me red-handed, you hears?
Whoa. We're not talking about catching anybody here. I just want to have a little chat.
You're gonna give me a heart attack, you has.
Now. Everyone knows that if you have 7 to 8 caffeine beverages a day, you will definitely stave off a heart attack. No.
Oh, I've only had 4. I need more today then, right? To promote healthy growth of my bones?
I'm out here giving children advice. All right, that's not why I'm here.
Why are you here?
Yeah, well, you overheard us talking to Mayor Richmond over there. I want to know, what do you know about him?
No, I ain't know nothing about no Killer Frosty, that's for sure.
That sounds like something someone who knows something about Killer Frosty might say.
No, I's never heard nothing about no Killer Frosty, and I'm certainly not tied to its origin.
Oh, shit. Okay, maybe I should have brought my
hold
little
on a
friends.
second, small child.
I should have...
Gorbo's gonna take out a very crusty looking action figure and say, "Now, it's the holiday season, and I might be in a giving mood. If you have any information on this little hero, Frosty the Snowman, I might be able to hook you up with the hottest new toy in the streets. Impress your friends."
Oh, God blimey, really? Give me a persuasion check. Unless you're not planning on giving him the toy afterwards.
No.
Then-
This is
then
the
it's a
persuasion
deception.
that he's not going to question the crustiness.
Because I am not giving him the toy after.
You're a monster. Glorbrill's the real monster of this campaign.
But I also consider just playing the Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
I feel like you're also going to offer him a job after this.
I got a 22.
Oh, that's a very good score. Yeah, this kid's like, boy, I could really use a new action figure on account of not having much money of my own and being alone. All right, I'll make the deal.
All right, well, tell me what you know about that there Frosty then, kid.
Oh, my name's Little Whiskers is my name. Don't wear it out. And the other day, well, I was really lonely. My father, he's not going to be home for the holidays. Doesn't want to be around me or is busy with his job. And
Understandable.
I was round the forest and I found a hat that looked right magical, it did. So I decided that I would put that hat on a snowman and make it me friend, I would. But then it turned into a giant monster and started rampaging.
Oh, God. So this is all Big Whisker's fault, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, me dad, Mr. Absent is his name.
Well, I don't know, Mr. Abs sounds like a hard worker. My kind of guy.
Out of curiosity, the last time you saw him, did he say he was going to buy cigarettes?
No, he goes to work, but he has to work all the Christmas day. The holiday days, he has to work all of them. He's not even going to be at the big holiday celebration because he's too busy setting it all up. Gotta make sure that the penises are
Oh no, we let him go for too long. This is our punishment.
We let Chris vamp for too long. Of course, penis.
Does this kid look in any way that would cause him to be named Little Whiskers?
His face is all smudged up and some shit. I don't know,
I was
probably
gonna
just like
say
little
maybe
kid
he
shit.
can fit into tight spaces or something.
I was wondering, is this like a cat boy? What's going on here?
Does he have a bum leg?
His one leg's a little off, you know.
Uh-huh, I see.
Not a bum leg, you know. It's just a little hurt. He's a little small. You want?
Brennan, you're asking a lot of weird questions.
Well, I was just asking that. So you say he's little, as you'd say he was tiny, with a bum leg,
it's something you could throw out there potentially.
with a dad who has to work at the holidays because of his mean boss.
I mean, I'm not sure where this question line is leaning, Brennan.
Now let me ask a question. By any chance, does Mr. Absu work at Gorbo's toy dumpster?
He does now.
Is Gorbo gonna get a visit from the ghosts of the past, present, and future?
He might get a visit from something very soon.
Well, now, small child, where did you last see this snowman?
Oh, well, it's gone out smashing up all the places that my dad usually goes to.
Wait a minute. Your dad works for me, and he's usually at the place I work at. This is more important than anything I've ever dealt with before.
It looks like you guys might have a lead right now. You gotta go find, what is it, Gorbo Gutter Slump's toy dumpster factory or something?
Dumpster factory.
Toy dumpster. That is correct.
Okay, but the carrot on this fellow.
Yes, I found a carrot and put it on the snowman.
We're talking 3 inches, 4 inches,
Oh, much larger than that.
5 inches.
Haven't you ever seen the snowman?
Does it shrink when it gets cold?
Okay, we're leaving. We gotta go.
Only if you're looking real close there.
Oh, this child.
All right, I'm just gonna leave before the kid tries to ask me about the toy.
I'm gonna steal. Can I slide a hand to yoink another crusty toy out of Gorbel's pocket?
You can attempt that. I guess that's what sleight of hand versus a perception check.
25.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So while he's questioning the kid, I grab one with the intention of, if we're about to walk off, whenever we are, this kid realizes he doesn't have a toy. I'm gonna toss him back one.
I was gonna offer the child a job at my factory so he could earn his way to a toy.
This toy is gonna have scribbled on it, "Don't work. Don't take the job."
Now,
The
Herjolf
toy
didn't
is
see
is
that.
a brick that has just been wrapped in like rat fur and put 2 googly eyes glued onto it.
That's my best friend. Brennan, you're trying to say something?
Yeah. Now, Herjolf didn't see her steal that and give it to the kid, so he's going to say, Gorbo, I believe you promised this young man a toy.
Gorbo's already running off. He's got to save his business.
I'm going to draw an arrow and try and pin Gorbo to the ground.
Ooh. All right, give me fire an arrow for me. Let's roll an attack roll.
Hey, 22.
All right, Glorble has been pinned to the ground for a moment.
Oh, what the hell are you doing? I gotta go save my factory.
Herjolf is going to motion towards Oars, who's going to leap forward and basically sit on Glorble.
Oh, so you're just going to suffocate me.
And then Herjolf is going to walk up, reach down and grab grab a toy out of his pack, and then take it back to the kid.
Oh, thanks there, mister. I ain't ever had a real Christmas present before.
I'll just dock it out of his father's pay.
Oh no.
You're truly the real enemy of this campaign.
Look, I know what I'm about.
So you guys have this freedom now. You can go where you would like.
I need to go make sure my toy dumpster's okay.
Is everyone going to go with Glorble then?
Yes, I will
Yeah.
unpin Glorble. Well, I'll tell Oars to stand up and then unpin Glorble.
Okay.
It smells like syrup.
So, Dan, how about you describe to us what Glorble Glutterslump's toy dumpster factory looks like?
Okay, well the front of the building is where all the sales happen, and it's kind of like you ever see like one of those really fancy toy stores? Take that and then like add 50 years of grime and disrepair to it, and like really bad upkeep with like duct tape and rope just kind of stapling things in place, and just general like trash care. There's a wooden statue of Glorbo in the center. The only thing clean in there, as it's been slavishly kept clean by his workers under pang of pay docking. There's just bins full of random tchotchkes that have been assembled by low wage workers in the back. Lots of pet rock displays. Various levels, from shale to basalt, and yeah, just a wonderful place for any parent to spend money for their children.
Okay. So do people like greet you there normally? Are you like a CEO at this company or?
Family company.
Okay. This has been in the Gutter Slump family for generations, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as you're there now, there does not seem to be much of a commotion at the moment. But there is a foreboding feeling in the air.
Gutter Slump is going to stroke his chin for a moment and think,
Well, he's not here yet, but he's probably gonna hit here soon. So, we could either start looking around and potentially find him, or we set up a killing field and hit the bastard. But that could also potentially damage some of my products.
I'm open to a Home Alone type booby trap situation.
Wait a minute. Frosty's going anywhere that the father went. Maybe we could use him as bait.
So get a Christmas bonus for that, Gorble?
I'll think about it.
No, this is after hours volunteer.
Which means absolutely not.
You'll get some hazard pay.
I think the unsettling feeling in the atmosphere is the carcinogens that are airborne. I think that's what I'm getting. Are you guys getting that?
It's all the asbestos.
It makes you strong.
It's all the black mold in the walls and the ceiling.
Look, I'm doing a health service. The kids get an immunity early on. They're fine later in life.
I should have talked to Dan ahead of time and just made you the bet.
Yeah, I mean, this is if your high school or middle school is any example that's been set for you, Dan. I don't know if I can blame you. I think I know what the water's like.
She's referring to an incident when I was in middle school where I had to take home a letter that said, "Don't worry, we know our tap water in the fountains is white. There is a chemical in the water, but it is below, keyword here, the legal limit."
So this is where he learned how to set the limits for his commercial property later in life.
He's like, a little phosphorus in the water is okay.
Yeah, everyone gets a letter to take home.
Yeah, you put fluoride in the water and people's fine with it. What's wrong with the little cyanide? Ends in "ide."
That's how science works.
And Dan is fond of pointing out, if he ever decides to actually leave his toxic waste dump of a home that is New Jersey, he will shrivel up and die from lack of pollutants.
They fuel you at this point. So what would you guys like to do? Are you going to investigate anything, or are you going to try to wait for the killer Frosty?
I think we should set up a trap by using Mr. Absent.
Okay.
Okay, I want to investigate first.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop anyone from, punishing this absent father.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me an investigation check then.
I got a +3.
Oof.
Oh, I'm not good at investigating. I got a 4 with a +3.
So what did you roll?
That means I rolled a 1.
So there's a botch on the table. Would anyone else like to help investigate?
You know what? If there's a sense of foreboding in his store, he's going to want to investigate it, because if he's not causing it, that's a problem.
Okay.
Like your worker should always have at least a mild sense of dread, but not without good reason.
Okay.
I feel like I'm about to get covered with this black
Some would
mold
say
or
a giant
something.
killer Frosty would be a good reason.
Got a 5.
Oh, wow.
This whole building's gonna collapse on us.
Now, let me see if I can continue the trend. Oh, hey. I got a 9.
That's almost average. So the party fails, and there is also a botch on the table.
But Chris, if you add them all up, that's an 18.
Are we all just leaning against a large snowman right now, looking around like, where could he be?
As much as I would like to give you more, unfortunately, the dice are where they are. So yes, you guys are kind of figuring like, why isn't anybody hanging out here? Kind of unbeknownst, sort of forgetting that there is a killer rampaging snow golem basically out right now. And lo and behold, you hear a loud rumbling in the distance as this gigantic snowman begins marching towards the gutter slump factory.
Oh, he's scary.
He is scary. He is also ginormous.
That's like a 6-inch nose.
Yeah, no, that nose would be measured in feet. That is how big this creature is.
It is, okay, it has the classic Frosty hat, 2 little twig arms, a brown carrot nose that's hooked down, some just regular teeth, and
like
the
100
part that's
of them.
really getting me is that he's not so, his face isn't so much made of snow as like really pale skin, and it's got wrinkles in it.
It's wrinkly.
And it's just not great, to be honest with you. It's pretty bad.
He's got wrinkles and teeth. It's very disturbing.
Also, you forgot
He
to
looks like
mention,
he kind of talks like maybe Gorbo talks.
to prove that he's really evil, the hat is cocked sideways. That's how you know.
All right. Well, so this Frosty is stomping his way over to the factory, and he looks to be on a collision course. So what are you guys going to do?
Okay, how far away is it?
I would say he looks to be maybe like 1,000 yards away right now. Hold on, how far is 1,000 yards? Did I just do science poorly?
That's over a
3,000
mile,
feet.
so
Yeah, I don't know if I can see that far.
Oh shit, he's a really big.
No,
snowman.
that's like a half mile. Yeah, that's
half
fine.
mile.
1,000
Yeah, I was
yards.
doing
'cause he's
math
that
wrong. I
big.
apologize.
Yeah, no, you guys can see him. He is ginormous. He is about a half mile away, but it looks like he's going to get here very, very soon because he is that big. He's just going to stomp his way up.
Well, the mayor said that we could just probably stab him with some arrows, but I don't trust anyone with the first name Mayor. So I think I want to roll.
What about someone with the last name Richmond?
Yeah, none of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to roll something, maybe nature.
Sure, absolutely.
Or wait. He the little whiskers was talking about a magical hat, so I need to know something about magic. So I think Arcana.
Yeah.
I've got +6 on Arcana. I've got +3 on nature. So
You're just playing the odds here. I like it.
there we go. 25.
25 is very good. So you know that snowmen or snow golems are something that can be fought. You know, they're not uncommon. They're never as large as this. So in situations like that, you know, that generally fire hurts them. They're, you know, going to be immune to cold, and they don't really have a circulatory system or, you know, organs or anything like that. So those situations there. But with the 25, you also know that something that's impossibly big from what would be normally like a you know, average 6 foot, 8 foot tall creature or something like that. There's definitely some kind of magic in that hat, and almost seems like this is some kind of like divine intervention like thing. You know, something that impossibly big.
So I guess I'm going to share with everybody. What I think, which is we got to get that hat.
You're right. I could sell it for a lot of money.
Oh God!
All
And then
right,
have this problem again.
So this snowman is gigantic, right?
Yes.
Gorbo is going to run around to the back of his factory and try to scurry up onto the roof with a ladder, because he has something he can do here, but it'd be easier for him if he's firing roughly at its head as opposed from like the floor level.
He seems like he would be even taller than potentially the roof of this building, but you would be able to get to like the torso from there.
Oh Jesus!
Okay. Is there any taller building nearby?
Sure, we could say that there is.
Okay. I'm gonna try to scurry up to the roof of whatever building that would be.
Well, okay, so at this point, it'd be a good time for everybody to roll initiative then, so we can let everybody kind of decide what they're going to do here as this creature gets closer and closer.
Oh jeez! I got a 20.
19.
All right, so Ollie, you are first.
Hell yeah! I'm going in. I've got So I'm going to flavor this +8 on acrobatics. That means I know some parkour, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're talking about scaling buildings.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to scurry up a building. I'm going to say I don't need a ladder. And
I'm gonna need an acrobatics check.
I'm here for it. I'm going to do
know
it.
You know you can't kick away a ladder, and I could just give it to you.
Yeah, there's actually a ladder right there, and I just fucking
you just punted across the room.
Little Gorbo's on it.
under my breath. I don't want anyone to hear me. I'm just saying parkour. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use my reindeer antler rapier. And first, let's do that acrobatics to see if I can even get to him. 22.
You absolutely can. Explain to me how you do it. There's a building in front of you. You got your rapier out. Paint me a picture.
Yeah, so he's coming toward us. Every person for themselves right now. I go a little closer, scurry up the building. On the way up, I take the time to kick away a ladder and then keep going. And I kick off the building, flip to try to stab him in the neck.
I don't think he's got a neck.
He does have some area where his head connects to a torso, and I guess anything in between is a neck, right?
Yeah, it's more to be able to have something to be on him so I can grab the hat. It's kind of like Shadow of Colossus. Like I'm just trying to get up there, and then I'm gonna be holding on. It would be lovely if someone wanted to help me.
See, Brennan, if you were also a small person, this could have just been a regular sized snowman, and we were just very short.
Yeah, I had to make it much bigger because Airwolf was that tall.
Also, then we could all three somehow maybe like fuse together or stack on top of each other. Austin suggested a trench coat.
Oh, damn it! You got to the trench coat before me.
I mean, there is literally in the new ice-themed module, there is a stat block for 3 kobolds in a trench coat. So there is a mechanic now in D&D for this if you want it to happen.
Oh my god.
Well, why didn't you tell us that? Then I would have been short.
We'll go back in time. We'll re-record this. Destroy this recording. We'll start over. Is that everything you're gonna do then, Olli?
Oh wait, do I attack him? Do I get to roll?
Yeah, you can roll an attack. I wasn't sure if you were ending it there at the jump up or what.
Oh no, I'm doing the stabby stab.
Do the stab.
I like that you think you obviously see that my attack is so meaningless that I don't even need to do the roll.
I asked if
That
you
is
had
what
done
the impression
everything.
you just gave me.
I asked if you were done everything. And,
I did a 3.
Well, you rolled a d8 as opposed to a d20. So.
Oh, I was assuming that I hit him because of my sweet acrobatic skills.
I mean, you could do that if you want. Yeah, if you want just to roll damage. I'll mark 3 damage down.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I should say thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Glorble, it's your turn.
All right, I pick up the ladder.
All right, that's
To climb up the building. And I am going to now. Gorbo isn't just any artificer. He's an artillerist artificer. Because do you know what children love more than anything else? Guns. Children love guns. It's a known fact. So he's going to summon his eldritch cannon upon the roof next to him.
Mm-hmm.
The cannon, it is a giant facsimile of Glorbo's face with his mouth wide open and the barrel sticking out of it. And it has 4 just horrible, realistic goblin feet sticking out of the side so it can walk around.
Why?
I love
Why
that.
does it have to have the feet?
Oh, that's really creepy. How many feet?
4 of them.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna pull a note from Discord with the luggage. There's too many feet. Just however many you consider too many feet to be, too many feet. And I am
I
going
think I
to
see
use,
this and I jump off, right? I'm no longer on Frosty.
and I'm going to command my Eldritch Cannon to use Force Ballista and make a ranged spell attack at it to try to knock the hat off of it.
All right, let's see that attack.
I got a 16.
Yeah, you can hit the hat now. Whether or not you're actually going to be able to move it is a different situation. This is a gigantic hat at this point.
There is built-in push with the Force Ballista, if you'll take that into account at all.
Yeah, it definitely the hat moves. It doesn't go shooting off its head, but it does move it a little bit. So there is that.
All right, and I'll end my turn with I got another ability called Arcane Firearm, where I just turn my staff or wand into a gun. So I turn my staff, I take out my gun staff, and yeah, I'm just ready to go for the next round. Let Brennan do whatever he does, the polar bear or whatever.
Okay, Airwolf.
Okay, so he sees. I apologize. I forgot the gnome's name.
Ollie.
Olli. Sorry, I forgot about it. So
I still got you down as Airwolf.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be in my sheet at this point.
I mean, you two are business asset 1 and 2 to me.
Well, what does that make ores?
Potential illicit food sold to vendor.
Emergency rations.
He's been marinated in Coca-Cola for years.
Yeah, potential brand, right?
Yeah, brand deal. He's cooking up something great.
And so the origin story of the Coca-Cola polar bear was written.
Much darker than expected.
So Airwolf sees that Olli is trying to scale up the giant Frosty, and he's going to give her a hand. So since I'm level 6, I get 2 attacks with my bow, and I'm going to aim them basically to start making handholds for her in Frosty. So yeah, they're going to be like just above where she is.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
So here's the first shot. Okay, 13 for the first shot.
13 is a miss, unfortunately.
Oof.
Oh, God.
Or I shouldn't say a miss so much. It just seems to get swallowed up by all of the snow. Because it's a gigantic target. So missing it's difficult, but it seems hard to get a shot in. It doesn't just get kind of crunched in beneath this mass of snow.
He uses it to pick his horrible teeth.
His many teeth.
Oh, no.
His many seemingly flat teeth, which is the most horrifying part. Like that's not going to be a pleasant death, getting chewed. Okay, here's the next shot. There's a 23.
That's awesome. Now that is a hit, good sir.
I was going to say, if that wasn't, oh boy, Arrow might just need to be walking away from this one.
Yeah, you can absolutely lodge that arrow right into the Frosty's neck, shoulder.
Yeah, I guess I'm climbing up his head.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
And okay, then while he's doing that, he's also going to whistle at Oars, and Oars is going to go barreling forward and basically try to stand up on his hind legs and basically try to sumo slam into the giant Frosty.
Oh my.
Yeah, can we get a size comparison here? How big is a polar bear compared to this?
Well, the growth has been stunted due to caffeine.
Enhanced due to
Enhanced.
caffeine. Come on.
Enhanced.
Right, enhanced. I'm sorry.
Well, Google says that the average polar bear,
Like 10 feet, right?
yeah, about 8 to 9 feet on its hind legs.
And this one's fueled by Coke.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's even stronger. Medically.
Well, is he currently crashing or on a high?
That's what we need to know.
I feel like that would be a.
What cycle of his addiction is he in right
I
now?
feel like that'd be a coin flip.
I feel like it needs to get the like the Fire Emblem like wavelength thing that a couple of the games had for like the beast characters, and it's just like sugar crash or sugar high is just what your character's on.
So let's do a 1d2. I don't know if Roll20 can do a 1d2, but let's find out.
Ah, sure can.
1, he's on a sugar crash. 2, he is blitzed out of his mind. Hey! 2.
There you go. He's power. Of course, the power of Coca-Cola or nondescript soda thing would power him up. It's what it does to all of us.
Yes. He's feeling himself now real hard.
I don't like that phrase.
Yeah, he stands up on his hind legs and he basically, like I said, yeah, just basically tries to sumo slam into the giant Frosty to stop him.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the stats for a polar bear would be, but
yeah. So yeah, roll a 1d20 plus 5.
19.
That's very good. So explain to me how this polar bear attempts to stop this rampaging snow colossus.
Well, so he gets up on his hind legs and then lifts one of his bottom legs up and slams it down onto the ground. Lifts the other one up, slams it down onto the ground. Tosses some snow at the approaching snowman. Gets down into brace position. And then charges forward and, just both hands tries to push back the snowman.
In a way that defies all logic, your snowman is actually successful at this, and the killer giant Frosty is finding itself unable to like move itself forward at all, much to its like great confusion, as it's so large you would imagine it doesn't even like comprehend things on the ground, as being anything more than like obstacles, like no more than you would really comprehend like a blade of grass if you were walking through like a lawn or something like that. But for some reason, somehow, one of these blades of grass has completely immobilized it.
Coca-Cola. Enjoy.
With the power of sumo and Coca-Cola, this Frosty will be stopped.
Well, it is Killer Frosty's turn now, and it is confused. It is absolutely unsure why it can't move forward, and it is also very annoyed because it's got these people on it, and it wants to get this person off. So it's gonna try to swat at it. Swat it is a word that shouldn't exist. Swatted. Is it swat? Swat sounds like a dirty word. And I don't want to say it anymore. I don't want to say it anymore. The killer snowman is going to, try to scratch basically at itself to try to knock you away. So
Okay. And he's got little sticks, right? For hands?
little sticks for hands.
Little twigs.
Little tiny twigs.
I like to think that there's no bend in the elbow, and he's just kind of, you can't see me right now, but I'm just kind of waving my arms straight out beside me.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. How does an 18 go?
Oh, God. Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, give me a strength saving throw. Let's see if you're able to hold on to Frosty at the moment.
23.
Wow, crit.
And a crit. Not only do you stand your ground, you advance a little bit in the process of all of this. Like all of the hands, like you grab one hand and you're like Shadow of the Colossus. Like you go from one side of the giant to the other, holding onto its hand, and you just use that to climb up a little bit more.
I've got my arrows thanks to Airwolf.
That is very excellent.
And it's all the parkour practice.
One thing you will start to notice is there is a rumbling in like the main body of this Frosty, and chunks of it begin to fall off, like huge globules of it basically, and they start dropping to the ground, and after they land, it kind of just looks like a big mound of snow until that mound of snow begins to kind of move about and actually sort of walks around and gains a sort of physical body of its own. I want to drop an image for you here.
I do not like that.
I want to drop an image for you here.
I wonder how much skin these guys will have. Oh, thank God, not any. Oh, never mind. They're all skin.
I was going to say.
Okay, I was wondering if they have little hats, but they don't.
No, they don't have little hats, but they are. These are not gigantic creatures. They are about humanoid size. But would you guys like to describe what these things look like?
I would love to. They actually kind of got like a Christmas tree shape to them. They're kind of lumpy, a little bit like conical. If you've ever seen a Kezu from Monster Hunter, those like penisy foreskin looking guys, it's that. That's what they look like.
That's how I was going to describe it. It looks like someone took a penis and then basically just stretched out the bottom and then added hands, arms, and legs.
No. We're not getting a sponsorship by penises here.
Are you sure? We've talked about this so much in this episode.
Well, I think the smart thing would go for like a Bad Dragon sponsorship at this point.
Okay. Yeah, this could be a bad dragon.
Yeah.
So there's no eyes. I don't think anyone said that. There's no eyes. There's no nose.
They got kind of jacked forearms.
Yeah, super jacked.
They're very muscular. These are what I find if you search for D&D snow golems, and I was very tickled by these guys, and there are now a bunch of these guys that are headed in towards Gorbo Glutterslump's toy dumpster factory.
Which is devoid of people?
Yes, right now. Aside from the employees, they're forced to be there.
I don't consider them people.
And they're just working? They're still working?
If they want to get paid, they better keep working.
I feel like their time could be better used doing something else.
Incorrect.
We obviously can't talk because I'm hundreds of feet away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you do you. This is
Okay, was that his attack?
It's like JoJo. You can do all that. Yeah, the attack was to try to swat you away, and then
I'm annoying. The blade of grass is annoying.
It used essentially a legendary action to summon these snow golems.
Okay. I do not like. How many are? It doesn't matter.
Right now, it looks like there are dozens down there. And
Jesus.
in comparison to Frosty himself, did not actually look like it was that much of his body that was lost creating all of these.
Okay, well, can I do anything to figure out how he's doing that or how we could stop it? My idea was I was going to keep climbing up there, and I've got, at level 3, a rogue gets fast hands, and so I can use a bonus action to, I'm thinking this Gorbo tried to knock the hat. The hat's not going to budge, so we need to do something about the hat. And I was going to try to treat it like a trap or a lock. Maybe see if there's...
You could absolutely get to the top there and try to finagle with the hat and give it a little bit more of a lift and push. Yeah.
The way you said that sounded kind of like, that's a cute idea.
No, I'm...
Well, yeah, because you're going to be closer to the teeth.
And the wrinkles.
Those wrinkles are damp. They're definitely damp.
Very moist wrinkles, yeah.
All right, I'm into that, and I'm also into eye gouging. So first, I'm gonna keep trying to look at the
poor sweet Frosty's eyes.
They're pointed down. That's where all the wrinkles come from. So I need to be done with them. I need to get rid of those eyes.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm also trying to get that nose. So whatever I can do, I've got my sharp pointy things. I'm trying to stay behind him. His little stick arm's got nothing on me.
Yeah, you could try to essentially deface this creature if that's what you're trying to go for.
I really don't like his face.
Yeah, like I want to blind him. I want to cut off his nose. I want to rip out his teeth.
The teeth could make great earrings. So I'm just trying to accessorize myself. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to roll. Well, yeah, so I'm still climbing. I don't know. I don't need to do acrobatics for that, right?
No, thanks to Brennan's arrow, or rather Airwolf's arrow, you were able to get up, and you also crit earlier, so you were able to move up without having to spend an action to move.
Okay. So I don't think I need to roll anything for that action to try to figure out
You don't need to roll anything. All that was kind of happened through your own natural parkourness.
For me, like as he's kind of thrashing around and all of the snow golems are dripping off of him on the ground, I guess I'm both dodging those and hanging on as I'm slowly climbing forward. And I'm on this hat now, or I'm not on the hat, but maybe I'm trying to see if it can be kicked off or I can cut it off.
I think you might find it easier. Actually, instead of attacking, try a sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because you think that just like trying to rip into it, you think might take too long.
16.
16's good. 16 is very good. You find that you're able to kind of catch some of your weapons underneath the hat in the snow, and you can kind of make like a makeshift kind of like crowbar out of it and get a little bit of leverage. But this hat seems just ridiculously huge. Like, this is clearly not the hat that the little kid put on it initially. It seems like maybe as the snowman grew, the hat has grown alongside of it. So it's difficult for you to like push it, but you're slowly getting it there. You think that if you get a little more help on it, you might be able to push this thing and start it, kind of getting it moving. And at that point, it's so big that even just a little movement might almost kind of make it avalanche itself off the head, where it would just start moving and just roll off from that.
Okay. So that's not...
So consider this 2 successes to knock the hat off.
Okay. So it sounds like what you're saying is I'm going to need some help. I see this and I'm like, I need someone up here with me.
Well, you've already gotten a little bit of movement from Gorbo himself.
Okay.
So you think potentially with a little more help, maybe with one more aimed shot and your daggers kind of being a guide, you might be able to have it happen.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, there are snow monsters advancing on my place of business, so this is going to take up a large portion of my attention now. So I'm going to do 2 things here. One, I'm going to use a bonus action to make my cannon use its horrible feet and jump off the roof to get to the ground in front of my factory.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have it activate its flamethrower and just spread a cone of fire to keep these ruffians away from my place of business.
Quick question. What's the range on that flamethrower?
It's 15 feet. If anything gets in front of me, in front of my goddamn house, it's burning down.
And just to know, how far away is the snowman from the building?
Pretty close now, but your oars stopped him before he would get directly there. So your polar bear is not in range of this fire.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't having barbecue bear after this fight.
No, absolutely not. We do not support bear violence here.
Although I think Gorbo probably doesn't care, so you want to keep an eye on that.
That's why I asked, because I know he doesn't.
There it is. These little guys got a little bit of dexterity to them. Not a lot, but a little bit.
I think that feels. I haven't done this in a while. What's the stuff for that? It's
So I rolled a 13, and your spell save, I believe, would be 8 plus proficiency plus intelligence.
All right. Let me do some basic math here real quick. 14.
14. All right, so that's a failure. So yeah, you were going to incinerate these things. Describe to me what happens here.
Well, the horrible mouth opens up and says, "Thank you for shopping at Gorbo's." And it just starts sweeping fire out from its mouth. And this fire does not smell good. He's burning some bad chemicals for this.
No,
Fuel for this fire.
no. I also had to question, why does it say thank you for shopping? Are these normally the things that greet people or like say goodbye to people when they leave?
He's also selling guns to children,
Okay.
as you gotta remember. He sells these to people.
You gotta diversify your marketing.
And for that, since that was the bonus action, I'm going to take my standard. I'm going to take my gun staff, aim it at Frosty's head, and cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Trying to hit him in the face, and this is important. I do not want to damage the hat. I need that hat.
Okay. So you're not aiming for the hat.
I'm aiming for his head.
Okay. What do I need to roll for that?
I have to roll to hit, I believe, first.
Okay.
So roll 1d20 plus that's I believe plus 6.
That sounds about right.
1, 2, 3. So I got a 23, an 8, and a 22.
The 23 and the 22 absolutely hit.
So that's a 3 and a 9, and because I'm using my gun, I get to tack more damage onto that, which would be 1d8. And I'm going to use my Fury of the Small, because I'm a shitty little goblin, to add 6 more damage onto that.
Okay. So that's going to be a grand total of...
Let me think here.
Math.
That'd be 12 fire damage plus 9 extra damage.
That is going to be quite a lot of damage. Fire does seem to hurt this thing. So you're seeing the Frosty kind of recoil and like move away from the fire. But because you did not aim at the hat does not budge. The face is melting a little bit, but it looks like it's going to hold still for a little bit.
So I will actually help out in killing this thing, unlike Gorbo.
I need to protect my business assets.
And I will aim for the hat with my 2 attacks, which I actually forgot I get a +2 to because of my archery proficiency.
Ooh.
So this will actually...
Very fancy.
Yes. So slash roll 1d20 plus 8 now. Haha. So first attack. Crit!
Ooh.
And the second attack, 25.
Well, the 25 misses because the first one was too good. No, those will both hit. And
Ah,
because
damn
you
it, I
got a
wanted both
crit-
to hit.
They do both hit. Well, you tell me what happens.
Okay, so for anyone that's seen the end of DMC4, he's basically doing what Dante did when shooting Yamato into the Savior. And he's hit, so the first arrow hits, and then the second arrow hits exactly where that one did, and pushes that arrow further in, knocking the hat off.
All right, yeah, the hat
Oh, hell yeah.
will fly off of this frosty creature, and it has this moment of confusion, like, "Grrr!" Like it doesn't really know. I don't know why it sounded like Tim Allen, but it's like, "Grrr!" And in that moment, you see it start to like kind of fall apart, almost as if like everything that was holding it together is sort of just breaking. These seams that you can't see are just ripping apart, and it begins to fall apart onto the ground in these gigantic clumps of snow. Now, this is the important thing. I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from everybody here to not be crushed to death by this avalanche of snow.
I got a 16.
I got an 11.
And I'm kind of riding the
15.
wave of the snow, I guess.
All right, so everybody but Gorbo passes.
Bury me with my money.
Sucks to suck.
So, Gorbo, you're going to take 34 damage.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And the
wait, we forgot about someone. What's the dex saving throw for a polar bear?
Oh, that bear's dead. That bear's
It's
so
going to
dead.
be just a natural +0.
Okay. 1d20. 11.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, that's what I rolled.
unfortunately, Oars will be taking the full damage as well. A polar bear does have more health points than that, so it will not knock
Oh,
out
okay.
Oars. So you can take 34 damage if you failed, and then half if you succeeded, as it is very difficult to avoid just this complete barrage of just clumps of snow landing everywhere.
I had a solid 33 hit points.
Oh no, Gorbo's dying. Oh, whatever shall we do?
My employees better do something or else they're not getting paid.
You've got to have a power of attorney or something.
Do you think I'm paying them if I'm dead?
No, they'll
Like I said,
they'll just raid your
I'm
safe.
being buried with my money.
So this is a weirdly deep moral question. Do you, the other players, save Gorbo's life?
Uh,
I'm gonna save the polar bear. we both
I
go
was,
for the
I
polar
was gonna
bear.
say,
I would suggest you do it, if only because I thought of something really funny to do.
Herjolf is more concerned currently about first oars and second his goddamn corncob pipe that he called dibs on.
Sure, there is a gigantic corncob pipe 3 times your size laying in the snow right now. I'm asking the question, does anybody check on Gorbo?
Not right now.
Yeah, does he say anything kind of convincing that pulls the heartstrings in the last 5 seconds before he gets buried?
Let me think here. I'll always regret not making more money.
See, if you had just stopped, I would always regret. Then I would have been like, oh no, he's turning a new leaf. There's more to Gorbo than...
Well, see, here's the thing. You don't know if there's a ... there, and it's to give back to the community.
Aww.
But she doesn't know that. Mm.
Oh dear. All right, so
Wait. Okay, but if I... So, did I hear you correctly when you were saying that we took half damage?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gorbo was doing some good stuff with his weird feet and his flamethrower. So I feel like we still need him to defeat all of these snow golem.
Well, the snow golems and everything have kind of been crushed by the mounds of snow.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, this is sort of just the avalanche has ended and everything is quiet and still and everybody's kind of recovering from it. You have found that, Olli and Airwolf and Oars are fine. You have heard nothing of Gorbo.
Okay. I've got short solidarity in my heart.
Okay.
So despite his terrible last words, I want to try to go help him.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
I got -2. Okay. 14.
Yeah, you're able to actually stabilize him. Gorbo is very injured, but not dead. He will not die today.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 50% of this great business venture I just thought of.
I am not convinced that that's helpful, but I do kick him over so that he's laying on his back.
Gorbo, am I unconscious still, or?
You're conscious now. You're just considered it to be at 1 hit point essentially for all intents and purposes. So you are in rough shape.
I'm curious about the business venture, though.
All right, come with me. I gotta get into the factory real quick. I have an idea.
Okay, I'll bite.
Gorbo's gonna run into the factory, and he's gonna get some of like the cardboard tubing that they'd use for the wrapping paper would be on. He's just gonna grab handfuls of that, and he's going to find and like some paint and a brush. He's gonna run out to any merchant stand he can find currently that's not been completely destroyed, or if need be, he'll just stick up like 2 sticks in the ground and drape some wrapping paper around it and right over it. Ice cream, Frosty the Snowman snow cones for sale, 5 gold each. And he's gonna run over to Arwolf and go, I need some of those cola cans right now.
I want 25%.
20.
25.
23.
25.
24, that's my final offer.
25, and that's my final offer, because I know you can't do this without me.
Oh, you think I can't just sell snow cones and call them magic?
I'm guessing they won't sell pretty well. Considering any aerial gestures to the snow everywhere around.
Fine, I'll give him 25%. I'm feeling generous.
And Lil Whiskers gets to get free snow cones for life.
Who did say anything about that?
And he'll get free Frosty snow cones, 1 per day per customer.
Oh god, they're Frosties!
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
I'm selling magical Frosty snow cones.
Does his dad at least get off for the holiday festival?
Who do you think's working the stand?
Okay, let him work.
But at least he gets to share a snow cone with his son.
So not to tear
Can
away.
I rebury him?
Yes, you can. So not to tear away from this beautiful moment of cold corporate enterprise, but you find the ground is moving now. This gigantic mound of snow that has kind of covered the entire area is beginning to move, and you find that in the ground, or from the ground rather, the snow golems that you saw before are beginning to come to life in what can only be described as waves.
Our new business venture. No. That's product leaving the door.
Can you sell them fast enough that they get eaten?
Wait, actually, that's an idea. What if we just covered them in cola and let the polar bear loose?
Well, that would not be a bad idea, with the exception that there are thousands of these things slowly forming out of the ground.
Is the hat still gigantic?
Yes, it is currently laying in this pile of snow.
Well, I know a little bit about magic. Clearly, it's tied to the magic of this hat. I want to see if maybe I can try to take over the hat and force subservience on them, potentially as workers.
He's going to try to put on the hat?
I'm at least trying to activate it. I mean, I can put my head under it, but that's not going to do much.
He wants automatons he doesn't have to pay.
It's the only thing you've really been missing in life.
Oh, wait a minute.
That is the perfect Christmas gift for him.
I have a spell for this, actually.
Okay.
Let me see how it works for this. I have enlarge and reduce.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I am going to reduce the size of the hat.
So that it fits your little head?
I don't think it reduces it quite that much, but all right.
If we all try to wear it at the same time, we could use the power of friendship and corporate enterprise to save the day.
Power of friendship and corporate enterprise.
Sure. You know what? If you guys together as friends decide you want to shrink this hat and try to wear it all at once, and see if there's a little holiday magic left in it.
Yeah, is this like when siblings get in trouble? You've seen them all have to like wear the timeout shirt together or something?
Yeah, it's like the
two
timeout sweater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's exactly it.
That's my plan. I'm gonna stick to it.
Is everyone going along with this plan?
There's a terrible army swarming around us. And yeah, are we all going to have control over it? This is weird.
I don't see many other options here right now.
I feel like your factory is full of flammable chemicals, and you have a flamethrower, sir.
Don't you dare! We're doing this first. You gotta believe in Christmas magic.
I'm really torn because on one hand, I love the idea of friendship and corporate enterprise saving the day. But on the other hand, I also really love the idea of burning down the
Dance
corporate
factory.
enterprise.
I say we put the hat on Oars. That's the only thing I'm
I
going to
think
agree
you would also
to.
have to be in this 4-man hat situation.
Oh, okay. Okay. If Oars is in the hat, well,
Oh yeah,
I'm just
if
a
Oars is
curious
in the hat,
person.
I have to. I'm
I
obligated.
don't think you should be alone. That's too much power for one heavily addicted animal.
All right, you guys are gonna try this?
Yep.
Yes.
we're putting the hat on.
I need charisma saving throws from everybody.
This was a bad idea.
Natural 20, 21.
Modified 20.
So you guys put on this hat, and you don't know exactly what you're supposed to feel. You just think, all right, if we put this on, maybe we can control all these snowmen. And you put it on, and I think you have to almost kind of imagine the Christmas spirit because you're trying to channeling all of your feelings together. You're trying to capture this holiday mood, basically.
Are we holding hands?
Yes, absolutely. You're holding hands, right?
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. And as a result of this, you guys have this moment of clarity together. But when you open your eyes, you find this horde of snowmen are still just marching down towards the factory. And it seems as if there's no magic left at all in that old hat.
Oh no, so we're just standing in a circle holding hands, eyes closed.
Yeah, this is going to be like that scene in Fairy Tale where a dragon shows up and blows you up afterwards.
I was going to say, do we hear Apocalypse Dragon off in the distance?
No, but you all find a present at each of your feet with a tag on it that says, "From Mr. Winter."
Oh, we're going PC now, huh? Taking the Christmas out of, or taking Santa Claus out of Christmas.
He's Mr. Winter. He's non-denominational.
So look, when I ran my Christmas one-shot, I called him Old Man Presents.
Old Man Presents is his name now.
I opened my gift from Mr. Winter / Old Man Presents.
Gorbo, what do you want for Christmas?
A way to save my factory.
What's in your present?
Um,
You tell me. I am giving you each carte blanche to tell me what is inside your holiday present.
let someone else go first while I think of what this should be.
Well, obviously I said that I used to be Frosty's friend, which was clearly a lie because this was a golem.
You might have been friends with him.
You knew him, you were very brief friends before he went on his murderous rampage.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
close.
with the inanimate snowman. I am clearly a very lonely person. That's why I felt such kinship with Little Whiskers. I really just want a friend, but I really hope that you don't have one in this box.
You tell me what could be a friend in a box? If you want, there could be an ancient red dragon in this box who's now your best friend.
Oh, a tiny dragon?
Sure. It doesn't have to be tiny. Consider all the laws of physics broken for the sake of this. You basically are opening up a present that gives you the ability to wish whatever you want into an existence.
Let's see. I'm going to say that. Never mind. What I was going to say was really creepy.
No, I want to hear it now. You can't start with that and then not
You
say it.
can't say that.
I was going to have just a miniature version of Gorbo and Herjolf and Oars.
That's kind of sweet. You have
Action
It's
figures
the-
of us.
like figures of them, or are these
Yeah,
just like
but
more miniaturized but sentient beings?
what is the
Voodoo dolls,
what is the
actually.
when they're in the cupboard? You know what I'm talking about?
The Indian in the cupboard story.
Oh, yeah.
No longer PC
Oh,
named story.
Oh no, I don't like this at all. You have like little miniaturized versions of them, but they still have like sentience and a sense of
No,
self.
Laurel is much nicer, and Airwolf is much cooler.
Okay.
And Ors,
Ors does
Ors-
have a horrible addiction.
yeah, Ors drinks water, or like fruit juice or something. No,
Also-
Ors drinks LaCroix, that's just like sparkling water.
Also, if this is Indian in the cupboard logic, if they're moving around, that means Glorble and I are frozen as if plastic.
No, I think these are just horrible clones.
No, I prefer the idea that she's frozen. I like the idea she's frozen the bigger versions of us in time and space for forevermore.
Airwolf, what's in your present?
I have tiny friends.
Ariolf doesn't know what's in his present because he hasn't opened it. It's not
Oh,
Christmas
you
for
haven't
12. It's not Christmas for 12 more days. He can't open it before then.
Oh my god.
All
Is
right.
he lawful good? Right?
What was that?
Hit lawful good.
No, he's not lawful good, but you don't open your Christmas presents before Christmas. That's
Jesus
the rule.
Christ.
Even thieves and
It's
scoundrels
the-
abide by that
Brennan,
rule.
it is the it's Old Man Presents Winter Festival. It's not Christmas.
My little Airwolf doesn't act like this.
Either way, it's not the 25th of December. Therefore, that present is remaining closed.
Okay. Airwolf, Glorble, you have to save everybody.
Okay, so Glorbo picks up his present. It's the present isn't as neatly wrapped or nice as everyone else's. It's kind of old and ratty. Looks like something that might have been like put together out of a refuse that you might find on the street. And Glorbo opens it and looks inside, and he sees a small little wooden doll that seems to have been cobbled out of trash that you might find on the street. And he goes, I had one of these when I was little. Trash. And he picks up and throws it over his shoulder and pulls a battle mech out of the box. I gotta go save my factory.
I thought you were going to call it Rosebud. Oh my
He
god.
gets in the battle mech to go kill all these goddamn snowmen ruining his factory.
Yes, you absolutely can do that.
Oh no.
Now the big question, what weapons does your mech have?
So each of its it has one regular hand that's holding an axe, and at the end of the axe is just a giant circular saw blade with a bunch of random other attachments to it, just spinning and whirring. And the other one is, of course, a facsimile of his face once again, opened wide as a cannon, with 6 barrels inside of it, just rotating as it fires into all of these snowmen as he's swinging around, crushing these horrific little penis monsters.
Okay. Just to be clear, so the buzzsaw has like other trash attached to it, like other chainsaws attached to it.
It's an anime weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very over the top and terrible.
And it can change at any moment.
Explain to me then, the three of you, how you save the holidays with your new presents. From
Wait.
Old
Does
Man
Ors not get a present?
Yeah, of course he does. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There's still one more present for us to talk about. Ors, what is your gift?
Genocide against the seals.
I mean, I think we all know what Ors would really want for Christmas.
Just a syringe full of syrup.
I was going to say an ever-refilling flask of Coca-Cola.
I love the idea. It doesn't even always felt like he just wanted a Coca-Cola, so it's just a can in a box.
Like, he was coming down from a sugar high. He expended a lot of energy. He just wanted a Coke, man. You know, after a long, hard day, you just need a Coke to unwind.
I don't want to see the Skinner box that would be him with a ever-filling glass, because at that point, He's just tilting his head back and drinking for 24 hours a day.
Does he, okay, so while everyone's distracted looking at Or's open his box because it's very cute and he's got such pure joy and we can all see it. I'm going to roll sleight of hand. I want to see what's in Airwolf's box.
Okay, yes. Give me a sleight of hand check.
I got an 11.
So you reach out to grab the gift because I imagine Airwolf, you're very entertained by Or's opening his gift. This it's very therapeutic for you, right?
Yeah, but he's also very protective of his own gift.
Okay.
I just want to slice that.
So I'll see but I will see if he notices. This would be perception. Ooh.
Well, you don't notice it. So you're reaching over there, Olli, to open the present, and as your hand gets close, you see like another hand get close to it, a hand that's like covered in a mitten. And when you look up, you see this imposing figure with a white beard who just says, "Ho ho ho! He doesn't want to open it yet."
Mr. Winter's a cop.
Santa's a narc.
Fuck this. I just go back to my friends. My real friends.
The mech is gold plated, by the way.
Of course it is. So at this point, Gorbo, I believe, has thoroughly murdered his way through all of the snow golems and put an end to the killer Frosty menace once and for all. What do you all do then?
Gorbo's thinking about going into the mercenary business, maybe infringing upon the rights of a smaller, less powerful country.
Oh no, I hate it so much.
There's headlines, there's pictures in the newspaper of Mayor Richmond and Gorbo shaking hands.
But first, Gorbo does have to make sure his factory's okay and that his workers aren't dead, or else he's going to have to hire new ones.
Glorbo opens up his first one-man PMC.
You can go inside your factory and it is completely empty except for one guy who is still working the construction line, and it's none other than Mr. Absent himself.
That's a good man there, Mr. Absent. You're a hard worker. I appreciate that.
Thanks! I work extra hard so I can be with my son during the holidays, hopefully.
I notice he doesn't have an accent.
Nope.
It's just an affectation with little whiskers. Or maybe he had to erase his accent for Gorbo to hire him.
Yeah, wasn't having any of that in his business place. Bad for sales.
Did I mention my figurines are little voodoo dolls as well?
I did bring up that option.
Gorbo strokes his chin and says,
Tell you what. I'll hire your child for double what I normally pay so you can spend the holidays with him every year. You work side by side.
Oh man, this is the darkest holiday special.
Did you expect anything else?
Yeah, we said extremely unpleasant, but I didn't realize you meant emotionally.
But for now, here's a snow cone. Take it to your kid or whatever.
Well, thanks. Thank you so much, Mr. Glittersump. You're the best. I don't care what anybody says about you. Even what OSHA says.
Remember to vote for me in the upcoming election.
What election?
I'm gonna take the mayor out. I don't think you can stop me. I have a mech.
He's gonna have to change his name.
Would you like some help with that hunt? Like I said, I got an ivory trader out west. Real good guy. Fair deal.
We're all bad.
Everybody's bad people.
Chris, is this you taking out your bitterness? Austin showed me the Giants game today.
I mean, I heard it wasn't great. I didn't really watch it though. I lost a lot of my soul years back. So
Yeah, I
it's
was thinking
not much.
maybe this is an expression of all of that. You've channeled all of that pain and suffering into this one shot.
Did not expect it to go this way. Thought it'd be a real feel good story.
There were feel-good moments in there.
I didn't think someone could make a villain worse than a guy whose name is Mayor Richmond, who only wants Frosty dead so he can. He's the mayor from Jaws.
What can I say? Know my audience.
Well, does anyone have anything they would like to wrap up this holiday special? It sounded like Airwolf was proposing the team gather together for another adventure.
I mean, it's not much of an adventure. It's more just down the street.
Just killing them are outright and silly. To be honest, I feel like this is just the start of darkness for the next Christmas one shot where Gorbo is the villain.
I was gonna say this is a villain orange origin story. This whole time, I've got the nameplate. I don't need that. It's weighing me down.
It's only evidence for what's about to happen.
He's gonna need it if he's gonna take over. I still need my trophy. I'm gonna carve off a couple pieces of that carrot and make little earrings out of it. That's my trophy.
Absolutely can do that.
Thank
you
you,
absolutely can do that. They look wonderful.
Thank you. I just kind of shake them around. I really have the Christmas spirit now that I have friends.
This is where the camera pans out and this all took place in like a snow globe or something.
No, on a snowflake.
No, I feel like it'd only be appropriate to spend this misery to Austin. So this takes place somewhere between seasons 4 and 5. You guys tell us where it happens. And I point to the camera.
That's the painful capitalist season, right?
So wait, this is canon to Dice Funk, is what you're saying. This all happened.
Yeah, who can tell me no?